Okay, so let's try this example number 4. So two footings rest in a layer of sand which is 2.7 meter thick. So the bottoms of the footing are 0.90 meters below the ground surface. So this one's our ground surface. Okay, so this is our ground surface. Yung dalawang footing natin, they are 0.90 meters below the ground surface. So the distance between your ground surface up to the bottom of your footing or your base of your footing would be equal to 0.90 meters. And beneath the sand layer is 1.8 meter thick clay layer. So ito naman yung clay layer mo. This one is your clay layer. Ito yung clay layer natin. This one is our clay layer, which is equal to 1.8 meters. So underneath clay layer is a solid rock. Meron tayong solid rock dito. Or your bedrock. Yes. And then the water table is a depth of 1.8 meters below the ground surface. This is our water table, which is 1.8 meters below the ground surface. So first question would be, compute the stress increase, right? Stress increase in kilopascal below footing A, which is equal to 1.5 meters by 1.5 meters with dimension. So the dimension of the footing is an isolated size. Dimension of footing A. Ang size ng footing mo dito is 1.5 meters by 1.5 meters. This is for footing A. Okay? This is for footing. And then take now, the question would be, compute the stress increase in kilopascal below footing A. Ito yun. Which is 1.5 meters by 1.5 meters in dimension. So, at the center of the clay layer. So, center of the clay layer means to say the mid-height of your clay layer. And assume that the pressure beneath footing A is spread at an angle of 2 vertical is to 1 horizontal. So, ganun yung spreading niya naman. Okay? So, it will be spread at 2 vertical and 1 horizontal. Right? So, this is our main concern is at the center of your clay layer. Okay? So, this one is your delta P top. Yes? Simply because it's your clay layer. Delta P middle and then delta P bottom. Right? So, from here, in order for us to solve for your letter A question, right? We need to have the formula delta P at middle, which is equal to your concentrated load P1. Why P1? Because it lies at your footing A. P1 gagamit natin. Divided by your area at the middle. So, kukunin natin ngayon kung ano yung area dito. Yes? Now, since we know already the dimension of your footing, which is equal to 1.5 meters by 1.5. So, itong portion na yan up to this one would be your 1.5. Tama? And then, let's assume that this one would be your x. And then, another x. Okay? So, like what I've said before, kung ano yung height nito from the base of the footing up to the certain location of your unknown, kung ang saan yung unknown, that would be your value of your 2x. Okay? Like for example, 0.90 plus 0.90, okay, 0.9 plus 0.9 which is equal to 1.8 plus 0.9 kasi center nito is, ang center dito is 0.9. Why 0.9? Your height of your stratum of your clay layer is equal to 1.8. What? So, 0.9 plus 0.9 plus 2.7. So, meaning to say, ang value ng x dito is 1.35 because the pressure beneath footing A spread 2 vertical, 1 horizontal. Okay? So, that is why if we're going to get the dimension of this one, it would be like this. Okay? So, let's assume na ito yung middle. Okay? Ito yung middle. Assume lang natin yung middle. Then, sa portion na yan, sorry. Yan. Ito yung magiging x 1.5 and then x. Ganun din dito. This would be your x 1.5 and then